Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing. This side Priya Bhatia. And in this specific discussion, we will be starting our one of the most exciting series, I would say, with respect to the advanced AI engineering. If you are a new subscriber to my channel, maybe you might not have seen my other playlist, but those who are already subscribed in my channel and have been watching me from past few months and years, you will observe that we have completed a lot of playlists in the past as well, whether it's about machine learning, it's about data science, it's about data analytics, it's about stats, it's about deep learning, right? Now, from the past 1 year, I am observing that the things have changed drastically. So, this specific field of AI engineering is quite emerging. And you will observe that a lot many exciting opportunities are there in this specific domain. So, today I will be talking about, first of all, in this first episode, that what exactly is this domain all about, who are the people who can view my content and will be able to understand the content in detail, why this specific series is very important right now to cover up for me and for you guys to learn as well. Also, what is the end to end curriculum looks like. One humble request before we will proceed: I really want you guys to you know finish the specific discussions end to end, document your learning, and wherever you feel stuck, you can just let me know your queries in the comment section of this video. It takes a lot of effort to curate this kind of a content, and we get a lot of motivation when you guys will comment in the video and share these videos with everyone. Make sure that you will subscribe to my channel, because every week I will be releasing few of the episodes. Minimum will be one, maximum it can go to two as well. So just make sure that every episode you will watch in continuation and you don't skip any episode in between. Just like the way we have covered up the previous episodes of SQL, stats, data science, make sure you will complete this episode one by one. And believe me, this will be a game changer for your career if you really want to become a good data scientist, or if you're really interested in doing something great in the data specific field. So this specific thing is very, very important right now to know. With that, let's get started. So now I hope my screen is properly visible to everyone. Over here, if you will just search about the definition of AI engineering, you will observe that an AI engineer is a software developer who specializes in building and developing intelligent systems by integrating the pre-trained AI models, APIs, frameworks like LangChain, PyTorch, TensorFlow into the real world application. I have just simply copy pasted this definition. What does that mean? See, अभी तक जितना भी हम काम करते थे डेटा साइंस के अंदर, we focused more towards training the models and getting the predictions out of it. अब क्योंकि सॉफ्टवेयर चेंज हो रहे हैं, इंटेलिजेंट सिस्टम के फोकस है डिजाइन करने पे, सो वी विल बी फोकसिंग ओवर हियर कि कैसे हम अपने जो भी सॉफ्टवेयर्स हैं उनको एज एन एंड टू एंड इंटेलिजेंट सिस्टम बना सकते हैं. सो वी विल बी फोकसिंग ऑन हाउ कैन वी टेक एन हेल्प फ्रॉम दिस pre-trained AI models that we have. How can we make use of this APIs with the help of the frameworks and make it work end to end? Now, over here, if you will be able to observe that we have a lot many GenAI specific tools, and maybe you are using those tools almost on a daily basis. The real question is if we are interacting with these tools, but we don't know how to engineer them, right? How these tools are working behind the scenes. And if, let's say, in future I have to create for my company end-to-end chatbot which can give us a response just like the way human gives, it will be able to read the documentations which are legally confidential to any given form, and I don't want to make it public. How can I make that happen? For that, you require the understanding of the concepts that we have in this AI engineering part. I'll talk about the curriculum, but the main thing why I have curated this playlist, because In our entire journey of this YouTube, we have covered up a lot about data science, machine learning, statistics, SQL, deep learning, generative AI, career guidance, right? But as I have mentioned that in the last 1 year, you will observe that this is the most common thing which every company is expecting. So if there is anyone who is interested in data science domain and is either a fresher or a working professional, I mean, after some point of time, this is something which you have to learn, right? This is something which is actually the core center of all the firms right now. If you are working in a DA specific field, again, this is the knowledge which is required. If you are working in data engineering field, then also this is something which you should know. So anyone who is simply interested in the data specific field can watch this entire playlist. So if you are a working professional, if you are a student, learner, be it any specific domain, whether you are a computer engineer or you may be working in the data specific field, be it any position, you can target the specific playlist. And this will be really helpful for you all, because after this playlist will get over, you will be confidently able to understand that how the things are working behind the scenes with respect to whatever tools you are working with, right? Now, most people think that AI engineer, whenever we say this term, this is maybe a ChatGPT, or this is maybe a Gemini, this is maybe a machine learning, this is maybe a deep learning, this is maybe a NLP. No, this is a different field altogether, as I have mentioned. So over here, imagine that someone asks you to build a intelligent customer support assistant. So will a simple LLM, a large language model, can solve this problem alone? That nothing integrated with that? The answer is no, because LLM just have a brain. You can assume it like that, ki LLM just have a memory, but legs, hands, movement you can do, means you can add more functionalities only when you are comfortable with this subject of AI engineering. So now, to make it end-to-end system, to make it end-to-end intelligent system, I would say, you need few things. You need a knowledge base. So LLM is a knowledge base, that's true. But it could be the case that you might need something confidential if this is something which you cannot share publicly. That is where RAG system design came into picture. So we need for that a vector databases. We need a retrieval mechanism to retrieve the important information which is asked by a user. We need a memory. System needs a memory as well. Authentication is required. API integrations will be required to create an end-to-end system. Monitoring will be required. It's not that today I have built something, it will be built for lifetime. I have to recheck again and again that whether the things are working fine for a new set of data points as well. It needs scaling. So as I will keep on adding new set of data, my system will be working seamlessly. It needs feedback collection, and then maybe your system will be ready. Maybe a lot more things will be required, but these are the basic things which will be required, right? This is something which is, I can say, is a basic which is required in order to build a system. I have taken an example of a customer chatbot, but you can imagine any other example as well. So now I hope you're getting my point that to get the understanding of this entire system, we need something with respect to a framework. Just like in machine learning, we have scikit-learn. I hope if you are already following my channel, you are already aware about the fact that how we usually train the models in machine learning, or maybe how we usually train the models in deep learning. So every specific field has its own framework. In machine learning, we talk about scikit-learn, where we directly load the models and then we train our model to get the predictions. In deep learning, we worked with TensorFlow and PyTorch. Similarly, in generative AI, we have something called as LangChain, LangGraph as the framework. which we will be using in this entire playlist. So, what will be the curriculum of this entire playlist? We will discuss in the very next episode the transformers part, because without this architecture, today, whatever we are discussing about generative AI regarding this AI engineer, this field will not be there. So, everything is actually built on top of this transformers architecture. And on my channel, I have never ever covered up the specific topics, although I always think a lot about covering up this, but I was not able to get the time. But I think now is the right time that we should cover up the very first thing, which is transformers, because I'm not sure how many of you are already aware about this architecture. All of my sessions will be quite long. You have to sit for 2 to 3 hours, 2 hours minimum, I'm saying, to just get a idea what exactly I'm trying to convey over there. After that, obviously, you have to document it, you have to implement it at your end in order to get the clear understanding of whatever pointers we're covering up. Then after that, we will discuss about LLM in detail. So over here, I am considering that even if there is anyone who is not at all aware about this domain of generative AI, that person will also able to catch up with this entire playlist. So every specific episode will be released with a gap of at least 2 to 3 days, so that you will be having a time where you can just go through with the video. Maybe one time is not enough. You can repeat the things again. You can implement it. You can maybe refer other resources as well to get a better understanding of it. But yes, we'll talk about LLM in lot more detail. Then we talk about RAG and the advanced RAG. Then we talk about agentic AI systems. We talk about production AI systems. This is where maybe, the playlist will differ, because this is kind of a USP where we will talk about how deployment will happen. Once you will be able to create an end-to-end workflow, how can we scale it? How can we manage the failure, if any? How can we monitor that? How can we trace that? After that, we will try to build one end-to-end project. We'll talk about an MCP, and finally the LLM evals. I mean, everybody is talking about that, okay, once I will be able to build the model, LLM based models, I will be able to check maybe 5 to 8 questions. And if they're working well, it means that my model is working well. This is called as vibe testing. But this is something which is not a right way. So what is exactly a right way to get to a point where we can say that, okay, whatever be the model I have built, whether it's a RAG system design, whether it's a agents or tool calls, it's correct. Do we have any evaluation metrics, just like the way we have in ML or DL? So all of these things we will be covering up in detail. So I hope that after seeing the entire stuff and what exactly we will be covering up, you are very excited. Also, it's not that we will always stick with that. There could be few more modules which we will add maybe later on in this specific series. The reason being, things are evolving in a very rapid pace. I mean, you will observe that maybe few years back, all these things nobody is actually focusing on, and we were not learning about all these facts. But right now, everybody's talking about it. Maybe after few months, there could be something new came into picture, and I'll try to learn about it, and I'll try to add those videos also in the same playlist. So please make sure that you will watch these discussions till the very end. Do make sure that you will comment it, so that I will continue posting these kind of videos. To be very frank, these kind of dedicated tech videos usually have a very less views as comparable to creating the roadmaps, but those might not be that much helpful as comparable to the videos which I will be posting over here, which creates a long form content in detail. So it genuinely requires your effort as well, so that you can just try to share it on LinkedIn, tag me. You can just post it in comment section key whether you understood the entire concept or not. This will eventually help me that how many of the learners are actually following me and waiting for the next episode to release, right? With that, I will see you all in the new episode. Bye bye everyone.